It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. Milan cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Messi. The ball goes in. De Bruyne deals with that comfortably. So the ever-ready Jordi Alba looking to go full throttle from the outset as ever, Jim. Chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So, a breakthrough already. Nicely weighted ball. Always onto this. And he's away. Big chance! No mistake! 2-0 and in next to no time. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty...
Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And back out it comes. Ruben Neves. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space. And the cross comes in. And this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho gets flagged offside. It's a pretty loose pass. Milan have conceded twice already. This is a horribly uncomfortable predicament for them. Oh, important interception. Pavard. Haaland. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He is through here. Up he goes! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. Pretty robust defending.
Oh, easy pickings there. Ribery. Ball's gone out of play. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Messi. Ribery. Messi. Oh, that's ambitious. Great effort, beautifully taken.
Messi brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Here's Messi. This looks promising. That has been cut short. Ribéry. Now it's De Bruyne. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ribéry receives it in a good position here. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Ribéry.
Ribéry really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mbappe! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, the weight on the ball was just perfect then. If only they could have come up with a finish to match.
"30 minutes gone. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Ribéry. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi is showering after that one. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's De Bruyne. Ribéry. Little pass back. Now it's Mbappe. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? Oh, well played. Nesta. Jordi Alba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Costa Curta. Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Vitinha. Ribéry. Ronaldinho. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Ruben Neves. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. This possibly the last play of the half. Pinches it off him. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, he got a little eager knowing what's at stake, so I hope a few strong words, Peter, can settle him down.
And that has been knocked clear. And we've reached half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Milan really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile seguire le notizie sul traffico. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20. Viene sostituito con il numero 10.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And it's Kane. Now it's Messi. Pavard cuts it out.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's in a great position here, and this is Ribéry. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Kane. Now it's Ruben Neves. Now what about this cross?
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Ruben Neves. Messi. De Bruyne. Ribéry. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's picked his way through. He's tried one! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! About as smooth as it gets! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's found a way. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Milan! They've come back, they've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
This has become one superb game of football.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's on it, can he get away? Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Now it's De Bruyne. Well, what about it? Milan have dragged it back at the last. Ruben Neves. Lofted upfield. Jordi Alba gets into some space. Oh, what a climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. The ball's gone astray. Mbappe! Oh, terrible pass. Vitinha. Now it's Kane. He's a sharp little ball here. Nesta. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Ribéry. That's a little off target. And it's Vitinha.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to pass it through, and he's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
Now it's Kane. Short changes him with that pass. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 14. Ribery. Lascia il campo per il numero 5. Attenzione, un cambio.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint.
Zico! That was travelling. Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch...
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rafinha. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8. Viene sostituito con il numero 27. Il quarto uomo indica 4
And it's Zico. Good running, strong and purposeful. And a chance! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Nicely shaped cross. And here's Kane. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Milan cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. So much time and space here. Decent chance! Goal! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It's not an especially good pass, that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vitinha deals with that comfortably. Messi. Ruben Neves. Messi. McAllister gets across to intercept that. Now it's Mbappe. Foden. And the finish! There it is! They have done it! They are level! You raise your game and we raise ours! So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Jordi Alba kept his eye on it and he's there. Now it's Foden. Short changes him with that pass. Can he get it through? He has found the way through and he whips it in. And that's the keeper's ball. That has been cut short. Rafinha. That's a nasty... He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Can he finish? And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Vitinha aimed beyond the defence.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Chelsea have got it back and they'll have... There's the header! Well, he should have done better and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Kane, and it's Hazard. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Kane. Kane stood his ground strongly. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Knocks it into space. Robertson. Hazard has created one goal already. Now it's Kane. And it's Fernandes. And here's Azar. Fernandes. Now this could be a chance. He might be in here. Jordi Alba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mbappe is onto this. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rafinha. Threads one in. McAllister. That pass has been well intercepted. Foden. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Ruben Neves. McAllister goes steaming forward. Showing great feet there. McAllister. Van Dijk. Ruben Neves. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Kane.
Added time.
Now it's Foden. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So it's back to business. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. That's a decent clearance. Robertson. And it's Messi. And here's Foden. Oh, important interception. Alexander-Arnold is there to clear. And he's quick to get it clear again. Kane. Azar. That's been slipped through. He's shifting through the gears here. That is lovely. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Alexander-Arnold serves up a cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Dijk. Jordi Alba. He's on it, can he get away? McAllister.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Foden. In with the challenge. McAllister. Just about up to the hour now. Foden. He's free. He has got space. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Jordi Alba delivers. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And it's made its way to him, and the shot! That was superb keeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's gone looking for safety. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Fernandes. McAllister. Rafinha. And back to the keeper. Casillas punts it upfield. That's been cut out, well played. Alexander-Arnold. That'll be a throw. Fired deep towards the back post. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Good running, strong and purposeful. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's through, now is he in? Takes a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
And he welcomes it in. Alexander-Arnold gets it clear. And that's really well manoeuvred. Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Foden. Great defending, strong and determined. Just 5 minutes remaining now. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Robertson gets over and intercepts. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Just eases him off the ball. Now, can they get him away? Van der Ven cuts out the pass.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. McAllister. The final seconds now. And we're done. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Milan do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Milan come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. And it's Jordi Alba. Well, there was a time when broken metatarsals became an integral part of the story surrounding England's bid to conquer the world, and this man suffered that fate back in 2002. And it was a major national trauma at the time.
It was, but such was the presence and influence of David Beckham because of what he did in qualifying for the tournament too, Peter. Captain, talisman, and I'm sure the whole country breathed a sigh.
Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Ruben Neves. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Lovely bit of skill. Messi. And the counter is on. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Foden. Jordi Alba gets into some space. Jordi Alba, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And here's Vitinha. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ruben Neves. Now Foden. Knocks it into space. Jordi Alba gets into a good position. Ribery. That's a cute ball. Now it's Hazard. He's picked his way through. Hazard. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, he's been caught on it. It's Hazard. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Vitinha. Oh, good looking ball. Foden. Now it's Mbappe. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Foden, and it's Ruben Neves.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Ruben Neves. And it's Ruben Neves. Jordi Alba. It's a pretty loose pass. Ribery. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to get it clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He shifted it to the flank. Quick look, then plays it in. Ribery. Chance here to counter. In with the challenge. Vitinha engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Foden, and it's been played through. It's come to nothing. And it's Vitinha. He's had a shot! Decent enough try.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Jordi Alba is looking to influence the game from out wide. Foden could try cutting inside here. Vitinha is looking wide. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substituição.
And we're off again.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Rudiger. Oh no, this does not look good. And he shoots! It's a goal! Could it be coming? Is it coming? Those fans believe it just might be. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Ribery driving forward. Nice control. Ribery has been caught there, it's a foul. James is behind this one. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. And it's Owen. Decent chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Milan are looking to go forward now. Serginho cuts it out. Vitinha. Vitinha goes on a charge down the left. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Now it's Owen. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Just about up to the hour now. Not the most accurate pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Serginho, and it's Vitinha. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Serginho gets across to intercept that.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that has been knocked clear. And it's Serginho. Now it's Vitinha. No way through, so back it comes. And here's Vitinha. Vitinha! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Foden. Now it's Kane. And this is Messi. Tries to play it through. Thinks about the shot. And that was very necessary. Oh, what has happened? There's the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Foden clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Look at the space here. And Beckham!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that could have brought them level.
Oh, what a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
And it's been taken short.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Ruben Neves. Jordi Alba. Milan are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. He's having a shot! He's scored! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, it's pretty obvious they have to change their approach if they want this, and they do.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Bragantino really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Camisa 20 sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 11 Neymar.
Nicely weighted ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That has ended up in no man's land.
Teremos uma substituição.
He's being urged to shoot. He's had a shot!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Saviola. And it's Messi. It's a really well measured ball. Tries to pass it through, and he's worked it through. Oh, well played.
Temos 5 minutos de
Look, there has to be
acréscimo.
more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Early ball out from the back. Neymar. Now he's got space here. Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Casillas claims comfortably. That has been cut short. He is through here. Pass somewhat off target. And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a... Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's made its way. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping! Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. He is through here! Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through?
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Look at the space here. Shot, surely! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Honduras, breakthrough, nice and early, just as they wanted it.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cleared away. And he's gone looking for safety. Paulinho. Mbappe receives it in a chance! Off the post! And that's caused a worry or two.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Kane. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Paulinho. Now it's Kane. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Kane. Alexander-Arnold. Barella could try cutting inside here.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Kyoto. Great vision. Kane with the... There's the header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Nice looking ball. And that has been cleared. Half an hour played now. Knocks it out wide. And it's Barella. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barella really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now the breakaway. And the through ball. And he's picked out the run.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Paulinho. Barella. And here's Kane. Kyoto. Now it's Mbappe. Kane. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Paulinho. He's a sharp little ball here. Played in. And that should get the job done. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And it's Kane. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Vitinha. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vitinha. It's a good run down the left-hand side. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Winning running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great defending, strong and determined. Vitinha. And it's Kane. Paulinho! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Threads one in. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Cleared without complication. And reclaimed it in a trice. Decent progress down the left. He's got away. In by Henderson. Last ditch defending, but that'll do. Played out wide. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Serginho delivered across. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Can he finish? They've scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Milan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Messi turns back here, probably the best option. And claimed it back swiftly. The ball has bounced loose now. And they can counter here. Serginho.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Can he get onto this? Big header! Goal, Milan! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Milan take the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That has been cut short. That's a little off target. And he has been fouled there.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 17. Lascia il campo per il numero 16.
Honduras really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Serginho. Well, that is one way to stop him. Always onto this, and he was quick to react. No, that's been intercepted.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Oh, this looks sharp. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Into the last 5 minutes. That has ended up in no man's land.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Kane.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's fabulous. Serginho going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Il quarto uomo indica
Oh, that's well spotted.
recupero.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. He can run onto that. And he's certainly on chance to shoot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, he's managed to get... And time is up. Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Pass somewhat off target. Barella, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I've always liked the very all-round capabilities of this fella, Bruno Guimaraes. He's strong, competitive, aggressive without the ball, but one of the better distributors when he's on it. He usually slots into a deep midfield role, linking up with the wide men and centre-backs, but he's just as effective when he gets further up the pitch to find something more telling.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Saviola. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gabriel. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Vitinha. Barella. And there's the shot! Oh, that is very close.
Barella brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Still goalless at the moment. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Bruno Guimaraes.
Brazil clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And they've got a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Savinho. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Saviola. Saviola. Gabriel. Carlos Augusto. And Gabriel. Douglas Luiz. Serginho. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. And it's Saviola. Now it's Mbappe! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Brazil looking to pass their way through. Saviola. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Vitinha. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Played out to the left flank. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Now it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Looking for options for movement. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And he's been shifted off it. 5 minutes till the break. And this is Neymar. That has been cut short. Mbappe. Mbappe takes control of it and he's on the move. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Neymar. He has found a way through. And that has not gone well. Played out towards the right wing. Saviola charging forward, the ball at his feet. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Douglas Luiz, nicely spread. Savinho. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great run on the overlap here. And it's Saviola. Played out wide. Messi, who's set up one goal so far. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Milan are still that goal to the good. Messi. Looking for the run. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's gone backward here. And he's managed to get rid. Well, they've got it again. Out towards the flank. Quick look, then plays it in. João Pedro. Time and again they are repelled. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Linton in with the challenge. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's played into the middle. Oh, good spread. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's João Pedro. Bruno Guimaraes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vitinha. And it's Barella. And it's Saviola. Saviola. Chance, surely! Oh, it rattles the bar! And he can clear it away. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. And the cross comes in. And he's there to clear it. Savinho. And it's Vitinha.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That has been slung wide. He's found a way through. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Douglas Luiz, distributed tidily. No luck with that dink over the top. Casillas gets good distance on it. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's nice. Mbappe! Oh, and that should have been two.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
And that's put paid to a promising move. He's on it, can he get away? Deep cross. Danilo with the clearance. What a throw in.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 20.
Delivers the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. He's in a good position here. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Vardiol has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Showing good feet. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Douglas. He's had a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Alexander-Arnold has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was Milan have yearned for this. Now they must earn it. If they can earn a point over the next 90 minutes, they are going up. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Milan cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. He's in plenty of space here. Well, there's the clearance. Now it's Mbappe. Mendes cuts it out. Long ball by the goalkeeper. That has not gone well. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's intervened well there. Serginho. And he's managed to get free. And that has been clubbed away. Out for a throw. That's been cut out, well played. And that's a throw-in. Oh, it's come loose! Lovely pass, but can... Kane! That is decidedly lacking. And it's Jordi Alba. He's picked his way through. Jordi Alba delivers. Oh, what a chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan with the corner. They're first. Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neither side yet able to find the net. Henderson calmly anticipates. Nicely shaped ball. Pinches it off him. Knocks it into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vitinha. And he cuts out the supply. Eze. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that's well done, really robust. No, that's been intercepted. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Hazard, and this is Messi. Now, can they... And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Eze.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Can he get on the end of this? Pass somewhat off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that's another throw. Searching passes played there. Great ball, and he's in here. Has a shot. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Ruben Neves clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan have their second corner now. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Barnes. Eze.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. He's in a great position here. Looking to play him in. That ball looks a good one, but he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
Milan ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
That gets things going for the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Ruben Neves. And that is a little undercooked. Distributed tidily. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! The breakthrough strike! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United have fired themselves. There's the header! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Oh, it's there! Oh, huge goal! Massive goal! They hit the reset button and we're back where we were. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And it's made its way to him. Eze. Now that's well seen too. Great vision. Anguissa. Alexander-Arnold. Couldn't squeeze it through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Koundé has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And he's quick to snatch it back. He is through here! Barnes. Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. Hazard. Can he get it through? That looks a good ball through. Lovely feet. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Hazard. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. And it's Hazard. Aimed beyond the defence. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Yamal. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Milan choosing to make the first change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
He has a look up. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Goal! Manchester United! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Manchester United go into the lead. He's found a way through. Van Dijk gets good distance on it. And it's Eze. Tries to play it through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And this is Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Eze. That is good alertness. Half an hour gone in the second half. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Messi.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, they've got it again. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
Koundé has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
Great chance! Yes, it's in! And they are back where they started in this fight for promotion.
Well, the old saying about a wounded animal and all that being at its most dangerous has definitely held through this time.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, maybe he thought they were already promoted, Peter. It's a silly card to pick up.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Taken back almost at once. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, super find. Oh, he's been... Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Desperate defending required here. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Not the most convincing of passes. Well read, nice interception. Barella. Spread out to the left. He's got away. Decent chance! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan have done it, a promotion sealed with a win. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and the playmaker combined.
Looking for the run. Serginho. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found some... Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Portugal with the corner, there first. Punched away. Milan are looking to go forward now. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Messi. Vitinha. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
Takes a shot! Goal! Milan! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Mbappe. He's on it, can he get away? Fermin. And it's Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Ruben Neves. He's in a great position here. Serginho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Jordi Alba. Serginho. Jordi Alba. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Nemecha clears. Pass somewhat off target. Jordi Alba. No way through. And it's Serginho. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Mohamed Salah on a strong run down the right. Valverde. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Fermin really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Vitinha. Well, that has not gone well.
Portugal clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Can he get it through? Well, that looks a cracking ball. And the shot! Sticks Puts it away! Portugal are level! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Portugal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Ruben Neves. And it's Serginho. Mohamed Salah. Quality ball. Hernandez. It's Vinicius Junior. And he's on a charge. He's got away. Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Serginho. Now it's Mbappe. Goes looking wide. Nice bit of skill and he's away. And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Parabéns a todos. Substituição para Portugal. Número 10. Número 19. Número 25.
Milan get the second half going. He's in space and looking for options. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice sequence of passes this. Baresi cuts out the pass. Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Bellingham. And it's Lopez. He's got plenty of space out wide here. It's Salah! He's done very well to get to that.
Mohamed Salah really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And here's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's Alexander-Arnold. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Quickly taken. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Soboslai! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
para Portugal. Número 20.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Número 13.
Portugal take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Almost an hour gone. And this is Kane. Now it's Messi. In with the challenge. Milan are of course in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Foot in. Van Dijk. Vitinha. Now it's Kane. Cute ball, now how can he reach it? Ruben Dias did well to stay calm there. Now there's a... It's Kane!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Terrific header! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's heaved it away. Now it's Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Great defending, strong and determined. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Kane. Baresi does well to get it back. Well, that is one way to stop him. Forlan. Forlan. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Portugal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
He's picked his way through. Pinches it off him. Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. He's had it taken off him. Vinicius Junior. And this is Kane. Oh, it's come loose. It's Forlan. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Forlan takes control of it and he's on the move. Nice bit of Forlan! It's a loose ball. And it's Soboslai. Now then, the ball's come loose. Messi hurtling down that right flank. Soboslai. And here's Mbappe. He's gone for goal! Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. He's having a good look here, looking to widen the gap even further here. So threatening, goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. It's starting to look like a done deal now. They get a throw in. And that's another throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Fermin. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, shooting chance! Well, that is remarkable. Barella. And it's Vitinha. 5 minutes to add. Now it's Vitinha. Forlan. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, easy pickings there. Szoboszlai. Now, can they get him away?
That's good play from him.
And he's running through. Chance, surely! And with that, the final whistle. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately...